morning, guys. Today I'm doing brass. I was gonna wait till I got some borax, but I am an impatient person, so I'm doing brass. I got all that, a bunch of keys, some brass fittings, some bullet shells. It's all gonna be turned into ingots because I'm running out of room for stuff, so I'm gonna turn it all into ingots. Now, today is a self-proclaimed holiday. I am claiming today Egg Day. I'm casting 2 brass eggs to save on space, of course. And last night, well, 2 days ago, I made this. I saw in the King of Random an old science project that I used to know when I was in high school, and I forgot about it. So I was like, you know what? We have 20 dozen of eggs. I'm going to take one and I'm going to soak it in vinegar. So the whole idea is vinegar is acidic, and the shell of an egg is made of calcium carbonate. Calcium carbonate is reactive to acid, but the membrane of the egg is a mixture of proteins and lipids or fats, which do not break down in vinegar. Yeah, something like that. The science behind it, but. You soak an egg in vinegar for a day, sometimes 2, run it under cold water, and you get a thing called a naked egg. It eats the shell away. So when I'm done casting my brass, I have a cup full of snow that I'm going to melt into water, and I'm going to boil that egg for really no good reason. I'm going to see if I can hard boil it, I guess. It's starting to rain, I think, so that would be really disappointing. But I'm going to get the fire going, get everything started up, and my neighbor came out. I'll get right back to you. So yeah, my neighbor came out, so I took a brief intermission. I got the foundry starting to get going, and like I said, I'm doing brass today. These are my styrofoam egg molds. See, I found a bunch of styrofoam eggs in my attic that I was cleaning up. And instead of letting them go to waste and sit up there and collect dust, decided, you know what, styrofoam eggs would be great. And the last time I did this, it didn't work right, so I put a vent on it. And I don't think I need more than one vent. It's not that big, but we'll see if it works this time. I'm gonna torch the styrofoam down to the egg, so when I pour the brass in, it goes more where I want it to rather than everywhere else. And this might be the end of my my charcoal. Another thing I wanted to say is I decided instead of remelting the dross in its respective metals, I'm gonna keep all the dross in a container of everything. The brass, the copper, the bronze, the zinc, the whatever metals I acquire, and I'm gonna take all the dross and melt it together and add it to my mystery metal. So I have enough to make the fidget spinner I want to, or knife, or paperweight, or whatever I decide to make out of the mystery metal eventually. And that's my plan for that. I don't know how many more melts I'm actually going to get out of this furnace until I have to redo the inside. It's starting to get pretty wrecked. So, and I'll be out of charcoal soon again. Like, I have the bag of wood charcoal, but it burns up so quick. I usually use it to get the heating charcoal going. But I'm going to start loading up some keys and locks and different pieces of brass and get it starting to melt, get a puddle going so I can melt the bigger pieces. It is starting to drizzle a little bit, but I don't think it's gonna be bad enough that I should really worry about it. I'd be disappointed if it started to pour down rain halfway through, because that's a waste of coal and that's upsetting. But it'd be a good way to melt all this snow. The rain will melt it, my furnace will melt it, and we'll have a nice, pretty patio again. But all right, guys, I don't have too much filler, so I'm gonna let you go. Start loading some brass into the crucible, and I'll either hit you back when I think of something clever to say or something worthwhile saying, or the next pour. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Well, guys, I had to take my camera inside. It started to rain, spit ice and whatnot, and I didn't want to get my camera too ruined. So yeah, I was right. I'm pretty much out of coal, except for that bag. I'll have to get some more. And I melted pretty much every piece of brass I got except for that thick wire piece, because I was thinking about maybe bending it into a slingshot like something else I've seen, but yeah, I think I'll just keep a hold of it. It's not taking up that much space compared to the other stuff. I don't know if it's going to be enough for 2 eggs, let alone an ingot. So, like, it looked like so much more than it actually was. But it's, I have it on high heat, so probably get a zinc explosion here soon. But, when everything's melted down nice and pretty like, we'll do the pour and I'll maybe find something else to do, because that went a little quicker than I thought it would. I guess on a lighter note, I did melt down everything and gonna turn it into 2 little eggs instead of, you know, a giant pile of brass. I'm just a little upset that it didn't turn out to be as much as I thought it was gonna be. Oh well. It's life, like everything else. Another thing, cooking the egg. I'm not exactly sure if I'm gonna do that. I probably will. I might not eat it. I got ashes and coal ashes through everything, and the snow's dirty, and the egg's dirty now, and I was touching it with my hands, and my hands are covered in dirt. I might eat it. I don't know. We'll see. Mostly I want to see if I can accomplish boiling it without it breaking. Either way, no matter how it works out, at least I'm having fun doing it. So, I might melt some copper with what coal's left instead of just wasting it, because there's not enough to do another fire, and there's going to be some left over once this is melted. I'm sure, like in the actual furnace, there's going to be more coal in the bottom. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna torch my molds, which I know I never usually do, but with the rain and stuff, there's water at the bottom of them, and there's a lot more moisture. And with the nature of the zinc and the brass, I wanna be safe. I'd really hate to get, you know, 2,000 degree metal on my body. So we're gonna play it safe today. There's too much wetness out here. That pretty much does it. I'll get back to you with pour. Alright guys. So I definitely breathed in a little zinc fumes so I can feel it burn in my throat. But overall, I'm still healthy and in one piece. So I only dried out 1 mold, so I know we're not gonna have enough. There's no way. So now I'm gonna try to get 2 eggs and maybe this thing. It's just 1 full crucible, and it's not as much as I was expecting. But I already scraped off the slag or dross, and it's kind of just stewing there, making sure no more zinc explosions happen when I pull it out. Not gonna lie, this has me a little nervous. Because as far as protective gear goes, I'm not doing so good. And this is heavy. There's definitely more in there, but they got too hot on my hands. These gloves ain't they're just cheap leather gloves, so we'll try again here. I hope I got at least 1 complete egg. Now it's a little bit lighter. I might be able to pour better. Let's see. I kind of think it closed off my vent hole. Whew. Well, guys, it definitely didn't go as planned. But when does anything happen as planned? When I do it. And this slag is something else. Like, it forms on top of the ingot, even. I don't think I'm going to work with brass anymore. Like, I think when I use this, I think I'm done with brass. I think I'll take it to the scrapyard and stick with copper and aluminum. There's too many variables. And I can already tell you, those eggs are not full eggs. They're just going to be crappy little ingots. So, looks like egg day was a failure. Definitely made a nice, pretty little splatter everywhere. Now, I guess we could try the cooking the egg in the charcoal. That should be interesting. All right, I'll get back to you. I'm using a stainless steel cup and some snow for water. And I'm going to put it in the charcoal. So I'm not turning the blower on. This coal should be plenty hot enough to cook an egg. And then I may or may not eat it. We'll see. Alright, guys, I'll get back to you in a little bit. Alright, it's time. The egg. The boiling furnace water. Ready? Now we'll see if it cooks or explodes. It shouldn't take long, considering how hot the water is. Oh, another thing about naked eggs, because they don't have the shell, it has room to expand, so it's going to get bigger than what it's supposed to. But then when it cools off, it shrinks, so egg day might yet be a success. Now I'm trying to decide, how do I want to eat this? Do I want it to be a little gooey in the middle, thoroughly cooked? Well, I don't have a timer or a temperature gauge, so I think I'll just leave it in there for a little while and see what happens. Definitely ain't pulling it out for, well, I guess I could, to use the, we'll make it work. We'll see what happens. I'm pretty sure it is pretty much cooked already. Let me take another, see? I don't know if you can see the white in there. I know this camera ain't the best. I've been shoveling snow and scrap and metal, so I might have enough to get a GoPro, or maybe not a GoPro, but one of those cheap Vivitar ones, which, all in all, I can make do. It might not be as good as quality, but it'll be waterproof, and it will be a camera that I can strap to me instead of trying to hold one and do work at the same time. So it might be same quality, but you'll be able to see me do more things like rock climb and, I don't know, maybe go lure hunting or scuba diving or something. I'll make up some stuff. Alright. We'll see how it plays out. I definitely think the egg's done, so I'm going to pull the egg. Maybe you guys can watch me do it. See if I can do it well. I'm holding the camera. So here's my cooking implement. Still boiling. I'm just going to stick it over here with the rest of the ingots and stuff. Let it melt into the snow so it has a place to sit. So we got the egg. I got 3 little ingots. I got that big guy of brass. Then I got my 2 failed eggs again. which I'm gonna work on that. I'm gonna figure out a way to styrofoam cast correctly. I thought it'd be the easiest, but it's obviously more difficult than I thought. Alright, there it is, white and cooked. Oh, I broke it. Oh man. Okay, egg day was a success, and then it was a failure. But you saw it on camera. I didn't eat it because I broke it, not because I was scared of dying of whatever might happen. Salmonella. I think it was a little undercooked anyway. Oh well. I'm sad. Alright, well, as always, tonight I will show you guys the yield, the fruits of my labors. And I will never melt brass again unless it's this brass that I already have. Any other brass I get from this point is going straight on bucket, going straight to the scrapyard. And that's that. Because I don't like the way it flares up. I don't like the way it pours. The weight is, it's heavy. I mean, the only good side to brass is the slag you do get, there's nothing recoverable from it. Like, the stuff you pull off the top, it's like sand. So, there's not a lot of waste with brass, but I'd rather take it to the scrapyard and risk, third degree burns and all these failures. Like, I just wasted a whole bunch of charcoal doing this, and I really didn't get any of the results I wanted to. I am proud of the egg. The egg worked. It's just, I thought if I poured it on the snow, it would just, cool off quicker. I didn't think it would explode. Thermal shock for an egg. Alright. Well, I'll show you guys the fruits of my labor tonight. Have a great night. And there might be another surprise for you in this before it's all over. My grandfather's supposed to be back today, so he should be pulling up any minute now. Anyways, I ramble. I want to cut it off and I keep talking. So, have a great day. Catch you tonight. Thanks for watching. Hey guys, so I'm not waiting until tonight to show you the yield. And you're not going to get to see the surprise today. I decided I'm going to finish this video now, because I don't know what's going to happen when my grandfather gets here. I know I'll have time tonight, but I might finally finish the fidget spinner, maybe. I don't know, my brother's bringing over an orbital sander, one of those hand sanders, so hopefully it'll be a little bit easier to smooth out the sides. I want to take about a millimeter or two off each side, just try to smooth it out. And then I want to smooth out the edges, and then I still got to rasp out the hole a little bit more to fit the piece in. But I mean, it's coming along pretty nice. I'm actually going to show another section of the video before I do the next step, because it's well, I've done a lot to it since the last time you guys seen it. Hand filing takes a while. So as I said, my eggs didn't come out right. But if you look up the video of the thing that guy found that he thought was a dinosaur egg and it turned out to be a prehistoric armadillo, this looks a lot like that. And my vent kind of worked. So I simply didn't put enough metal in. But like I said, brass is too difficult. I'll cast these with aluminum. I won't waste any more on anything else. I'll do copper and ingot trays, and I'll do aluminum as funny little trinkets. So I got this, and there's no way of weighing this. My scale only goes to 450 milligrams or 1 pound. So, and both of these are over a pound. Just this little piece. So I got 2 of those, half eggs. Got 3 of these. They come out to about 7 or 8 ounces. I want to be honest with you guys. I kind of cheated. This is actually aluminum bronze one. The third one I had, I gave it to my grandmother as like a memento. Good luck charm if she goes to play bingo or something. So I've just replaced this one in the video, so, because I didn't want to ask her for it back to shoot the video because I'd feel weird about it. So I didn't think it through. And then piece de resistance. Shabam! This thing, if I threw this, I would kill somebody. This thing weighs like, I don't even know. My scale won't weigh it, but if I had to take a guess, now I'm no scale, but I'd say it's probably 2.5 pounds, maybe 3. Probably 2.5. Solid brass. Like, I kind of want to give it to the local hockey team to smack it around the ice a little bit. You know, wear thicker knee braces or shin pads. That's what I got out of it. 3 of the little candy ingots. My hockey puck. And then these 2 eggs out of 2 big soup cans and a bucket of brass, plus a sink. So, I mean, there was a lot of slag, and there was a lot of, like, I don't know, it just melted down. Like, it really melted down. Like, I thought there was going to be, like, 2 crucibles by the end of it. But I melted everything you saw except for this, because there's got to be something I can do with this. Like, you know, I don't find pieces of brass like this very often. I don't even know what it goes to. Like, I'm pretty sure it's brass. It's not copper. It might be copper. No, it's brass. I'm saying it's brass. It has a bit of a copper patina to it, but I scratched into it and it was more of a yellow color. So it's got to be brass. It must have went to something decorative, because it's heavy. It's thick cable. I really want to turn it into a slingshot, I think. Like, get a bending jig and bend it out, but this is the only thing I didn't melt out of all the brass I had. And I had, like I said, 2 big soup cans in that nice little bucket and that sink. So, I mean, I was definitely had a good bit of it. But like I said, that brass is either going to sit on my shelf or I'm going to take it into the scrapyard, because it's not, I don't like it. I don't like doing brass. I just don't. But I got a little memento for a fellow caster. It's you guys start watching my videos. You gotta check out Mr. Big Stacked, because it is, I saved this just for today. I really don't drink much anymore. It doesn't make me feel the way it used to. It's weird. It's hard to explain. But I got, yesterday for Valentine's Day, I spent it alone, so I was like, you know what? I owe a buddy some smokes from because I bum off him every once in a while, because I don't really smoke anymore either, but on occasion I like to have a cigarette, so on occasion. So I got a pack, and when I see him, I'm going to give him half the pack, because I bum one off him almost every time I'm at his house, or I go by his house, so I figure it's the least I can do. So I got me some smokes, and I got me a 6-pack, and enjoyed Valentine's Day all by myself. It was, I know, it sounds kind of sad, but some of the hassle I went through with the relationships, I'm not too upset about it. It's always nice to have someone, but at the same time, it's nice for the quiet as well. But hey, any of you eligible ladies out there, give me a hit, because I'm always up for new friends. All right, thanks for watching, guys. Enjoy the video, and there won't be a video tonight, but I do have a surprise for the next video to celebrate my self-proclaimed holiday of Egg Day, which was a disaster. But you know, everything's a disaster. It's just how you perceive it. All right, good day, guys.